Alright, what is up YouTube? We are here with
David Edwards.
Alright, so the Konami website had him messed up his Chaos Dragons, so we're going to clarify what he actually was playing for everybody.
I was playing Crusadia Guard Dragons.
Alright, let's see this. I actually am curious about these lists.
Alright. So I was playing pretty standard lineup. Through all the what I value the important ones, and then I played two of these. I think these are less important. This one really is only important going second, and this one is really I will only play 3 of if you're playing Rescue Cat. So, and then I played the Chaos Dragons for Dragon Extenders, because all the guard dragons require them to be dragons, so you need to play that. And then I was playing Red House Darkness Metal to summon off of that. And then I was playing Kaijus, which nobody else was playing going first. This is actually just the best negate that you could possibly put on board. So I'm not quite sure why nobody was running this. Like all the Crusadias and all the lists I've seen playing this deck was not playing this, and this is just the best negate.
Okay.
And I played the second one because you're not always guaranteed to go first. I played this. Later on in my deck list you'll see why, but this engine is mostly for one card in my deck. Also, this is an extender for when you get ogred or ashed, since you can only summon dragons. And then on to spells, I play 3 Call by the Grave. You want to ensure all your plays go through for the most part. 3 Waterfront for the Kaiju.
Oh, absolutely. That's spicy, actually.
Yeah. And then 2 Terraforming to search out the Waterfront, and then these 2.
Oh, there's Blood Garden.
So, a lot of the going first Crusadia decks aren't playing these 2, because these are normally good to go second with, because you just give them tokens and OTK them, and this allows you to tap through all of them. But my logic is if you get hand trapped, and like you have to stop on a board but they don't kill you, then you're just playing going second Crusadia in that sense, so you want to have these in your deck.
I like that logic,
and this one is actually also a extender, because you have your tuner and the dragon, or no, your tuner and the one that does double damage are 16 and 800. Yeah. So you just put 2 tokens on there to summon the 16 and 1 token to summon the 800 if you don't have another Crusadia, so it's essentially like having Monster Reborn.
Okay.
Set rotation, just to get my spells. I always want to see Waterfront. And then my extenders. So Monster Reborn, this is a new card. It just summons, it's Monster Reborn for level 4 dragons. It also shifts dragons to a different position, so if you make it with your Skull Drake, you can shift it over, still gets 300, and you can make another extra deck Monster Reborn. And then just basically another name. And then another card that I saw that nobody was playing going first was Rare Reboot. So Rare Reboot is like the only the only card that you can play that stops infinite impermanence going first. Also, your Ultra Guys mashup, no matter how you play this deck, is abysmal. So like I wanted to have something that didn't just, so I wouldn't just auto lose to Ultra Guys.
Gotcha.
Extra deck, I just played the 5 Crusadia. These ones are mostly for going second, but like I said, I always wanted to keep the going second engine in, just in case, because you're not always guaranteed to go first. So
I actually really like your logic.
And then I have the Guard Dragons, 2 Yugioh, because like I always go, if my combo goes off, I always go into the second Yugioh, which means you when you're going into games 2 and 3, you're always to your side deck. And having the second one means you can go from one side to the other. So when you make your guy that you bring off this, it'll be over here by itself, and then you can make 3 more monsters over here. And then this doesn't come up very often, but it does come up against Sky Striker. And then if you get hand trapped, since you can only make dragons, this is the best one you can make because it's a negate. And then these 2 were for the Yazi and the Mimir. So when you rare reboot your opponent, when you bring out Destrudo, you don't want to have them have a permanence for the next turn. So what you do is you Yazi the set card, you bring out the Mirror, and then you make Phoenix, and then you pop the other card. That way, they essentially lost a card, and then when you bring this out, usually it's co-link, so you're drawing another card. And this is the card you bring off the Guard Dragons, and this is the other, just another negate that you bring for tuner. Also, that's another reason why I like Destrudo, because a lot of the time, your only 2 level 4s is Maximus and Draco, and you're always using Draco during your combo. So Destrudo makes it so you can draw a 3 and still synchro for this. And my side deck, so this is really the only going first card I have. My logic is, like, if I combo, and since I'm drawing 8 cards, if I ever combo and I see this card, I just auto win, because I can't lose to Kaijus, but this hits Spear Mode. So this card was actually insane. Every time I did the combo and I cited a Zen, I always saw it. And then all the rest of my cards are mostly just going second cards, evenly matched, Cosmic Cyclone. This is mostly for Floodgates. Floodgates destroy this deck, so you definitely want to have more. The reason why you don't play Twin Twister is you can't really afford to discard anything in this deck. Triple Book of Eclipse. Titans can be hard to deal with if you don't have a Kaiju, so this outs that. And then another Kaiju. The Kaijus are also extremely good against that new deck. It's like the Azathoth deck, I get it, basically.
Yeah.
So I always wanted I played against that the last round, and the Kaiju just destroyed him. The new hand trap, this is insane, especially against Sky Striker. I would not play Sky Striker, especially with this card being the thing. And then the last card I wanted was Joel, because I heard about the FTK that people were doing, the World FTK, and I didn't want to lose to that. So I didn't want to just like be the matchup that I just lose to because I don't have a hand trap. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing any hand traps, honestly, because I don't feel that it's necessary.
Yeah.
So if that deck becomes unpopular or unplayable, these will probably be probably more Kaijus, likely, because your hard matchup, quote unquote, is like Colossus and opening up a whole bunch of search cards.
Anything you would well, what was your record overall?
My record, I went 7-3, no, X3. So
you made it to day 2. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I was supposed to be X1. I had a horrible misplay the last round of day 1. I actually could have won that game, but I put the card in the wrong column, and that just lost me the game. So
can't be too mad about it. Right?
I do have a couple shoutouts. This deck idea was I actually didn't know what I was gonna play coming into this tournament, because I originally was playing Thunder Dragon, Danger Thunder Dragon. Yeah. This deck idea comes from Rob Moore and Brady Hooker and Tang. I want to thank them because I wouldn't have done nearly as well without them. They put a lot of insight on there, especially the Rare Reboots. They were super clutch. And then I also want to thank my sponsor, Collectible Investments.
I do have a couple questions for you, though.
Sure.
So, say somebody wants to pick up this deck. How easy was it for you to learn it?
I had never played this deck previously to this event, so pretty easy. There are small things like putting cards in certain columns. There's like that. Knowing OTK, knowing how you can OTK, because there are multiple ways to OTK in this deck. So, and then like, other than that, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Like, any 2 monsters generally gets you there.
Okay. Like, so, did you learn all the combos just playing throughout the day?
Yes, actually. The only combo I did not learn throughout the day was the Black Garden combo. I already knew that previously from watching another deck profile. There's like one change I would make.
Oh, what would you make?
The one change I would make, because it never came up, really, was the Mirror. Because like even though you rare reboot and you give them a card, generally if you pop unless it's a counter trap, once you pop the once you pop it with Yazi, and you set up your negate board, that last card, that infinite impermanence generally doesn't matter.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much.